Hello, YouTube. I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney, and it is January 7th, 2022. And that may not mean anything to you, but if you follow the channel, you know that the Supreme Court of the United States sat down to have a special session today to discuss President Biden's vaccine mandates. And as predicted, it seems the U.S. Supreme Court is very skeptical of these mandates for a variety of reasons, under a variety of different arguments. The most compelling of which was that this is an overreach of OSHA power, of executive authority under the the three-part system, the checks and balances system created in the U.S. government, and that something like this would require action by Congress, by elected officials, right? Of course, the flunkies of OSHA are not elected officials. They are just people that the executive hires, and realistically, most of them are not even hired by the executive. They're just kind of people who've been hanging around the U.S. government for years, decades. So we didn't really have a say in choosing these people, and that's part of the argument that OSHA's mandate, it exceeds OSHA authority. Something like this, a sweeping vaccine mandate for 2/3 of the population of the U.S., might require action by the elected Congress, the people who are elected to create laws and make these decisions for us, right? Now, that's not all that interesting. That is what we expected on the federal mandates. I will say there was a moment, kind of a loss of respect moment for me with regards to Justice Sotomayor. And I'll read the quote here. She asked during the session today, "Why is a human being not like a machine if it's spewing blood-borne viruses?" All right, Justice. Variety of reasons. Most of them tied to human rights. And, context is everything. Context is everything. I will say I looked at the context for that quote. It didn't help a lot. Didn't help. Really, it's a really disturbing thing for a judge to say. It is... It's bizarre. It's a bizarre quote. It's a bizarre question. It kind of hurt my soul to read that, to see that quote. I didn't believe it. I had to go through about 7 sources and check the context. I didn't believe she had said that. And just kind of hoping it was, a bad soundbite. But again, the context doesn't really make me think that it was. So if you're against vaccine mandates, you're probably a little bit happy today, although nothing is set in stone yet. If you're for vaccine mandates, well, your state and local government can probably still do that, as I think can your private employer, generally speaking, so long as they respect medical exemptions and religious exemptions. In closing, these videos about vaccine mandates, about masking mandates, about the pandemic in general are my least favorite to make because they make all of you hate me. If you want the mandates in place, you hate me. If you don't want the mandates in place, you hate me because I'm just giving you the facts of what happened, and some part of the reality of life is going to disturb you because we're human beings, right? So go ahead and hit that unlike button. Go ahead and tell me I'm wrong, stupid, what have you. The comments help no matter what, so just go ahead and have at it. And if you have follow-up questions, post them down below. Like and subscribe. Helps me to help more people just like you. Have a great weekend, everybody.